Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Brandon, and today we're going to go over the new SMG, the M38. I just got this in a supply drop yesterday, so I managed to get all the attachments for this weapon and to test it out and see what attachments works best for it. Beginning of the video, we'll give you my 3 class setups for this weapon and recommendations for this weapon. And I'll go over the stats on the weapon to give you an idea why I chose the attachments that I have chosen. So the origin of this SMG is from France, and obviously it was used in World War II. It uses a 7.65 by 20 millimeter long round. And let's talk about the damage profile. It has a 32 by 29 by 23 by 19. And the shot to kill is a 4 to 5, 6 shot kill. And if you put rapid fire on this weapon, it compares it to the PPSH, and you can have a 3 to 4 shot potential kill. And speaking of rapid fire, we are going to talk about the rate of fire. So the rate of fire for this SMG is 689 rounds per minute. And we are going to compare this to somewhat with the MP40 and the Type 100. And not the fastest, it's kind of in the middle of the SMG category. But if you put on rapid fire, it bumps it up to 740 rounds per minute. And that puts it up around the PPSH's rounds per minute. And we talk about time to kill. It is 261 by 348 by 435 milliseconds. And we're going to go to the damage profile, and it has a 32 by 29 by 23 by 19. And the headshot multiplier is 1.1 times, which has a pretty fast headshot kill with this weapon. So I would recommend high caliber on this weapon. It does just fine without it. So your headshot should be pretty good on this weapon. And I have gotten plenty of headshots already with this weapon. So let's go down to the headshot damage. It's 35 by 31 by 25 by 20. And like I said, that's a pretty high headshot damage for an SMG. And let's talk about the max starting ammo. You have 30 rounds start and 90 in reserve, which is typical on the SMG category. If you put extended mags, you have starting ammo of 45, and reserve you have 135. And the reload time is 1.50 seconds. Which is typical and standard for the SMG category, which puts it aligned with the PPSH. And there's been talk about if you completely run out your mag, it reloads it quicker. And all it does is it adds some couple other animations to the reload time, but the overall reload time is still the same. So keep that in mind. So let's talk about the aim down sights, and this is where the M38 really does shine. The aim down sight time is 140 milliseconds, and which is the fastest in the SMG category. The sprint out time is 140 milliseconds. And again, that is the fastest in the category. The movement speed is 100%, which is standard for a SMG. And the strip speed is 72%. which is standard. So overall, it is pretty good. What I would recommend for this weapon is I would put on extended mags to give you the extra ammunition, and you put on rapid fire. You put on rapid fire, you have a good chance of going up against the PPSH. And like I said, I told you earlier in the video, why rapid fire puts it up to the PPSH. The recoil for this gun is almost straight vertical. It's still manageable, and I feel without grip, you can still do pretty good. So rapid fire and extended mags is what I'll go for, and quick draw grip, you don't need it. Quick draw is unnecessary, as to the aim down sight time is the fastest on the SMG category, and the sprint out time is the fastest. So that's why I wouldn't recommend quick draw. And grip has a pretty manageable recoil pattern on this weapon, so I would not recommend grip on this weapon. Sometimes it works in SMD. And as for the division, I would strongly recommend going with airborne. And for the training skill, if you're going for kill streaks and such, I would put requisition. And if you are going for a run and gun class, I would recommend using prime, and you can put on steady aim, which will help your hit spread. Since it is a SMG, you can run a gun with that along with the airborne. And the only other training skill I would recommend on this class is scoped. You can have less idle sway, and you will be able to move around a lot quicker. Addition to the fast aim down time speed. So those are my class recommendations. Again, you can check those classes out in the beginning of the video. You can pause it and take a look. And this weapon right here is the Epic variant. It was given to me in a supply drop, and I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and buy the other Epic version of this in the Quartermaster. I have no idea. But the iron sights is totally up to you. This Epic variant, the iron sight is very, very manageable. You can deal with it. I would not recommend a reflex sight on this weapon. I think that, these iron sights is, pretty good. And as you can see, I haven't had no trouble with this. So anyways, just give this weapon a go if you have unlocked it. And this weapon really does have a good chance on standing up against the PPSH. So anyways, let me know down in the comments what your thoughts and opinions are about this SMG. And if you want to go ahead and leave your best class setup on this SMG, please do so. Leave it down in the comments. And yeah, so anyways, be sure to check out my links down in the description, and like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys on another video. Peace out, guys.